Hey, everybody. Right. What's good? What's good? Is it Sunday? Happy Sunday.
Yes, Sunday, Domingo. What's happening? They think I don't know Spanish. They think it's all AI.
Oh, no. You know.
Se habla, señor. Mi abuelita es boricua.
What does that mean?
My grandmother's Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, so you know the languages.
A bit of knowledge.
You know, it's all the languages.
I know a few languages. I know.
I
dabble.
Russian. You're Russian.
Spasibo.
He sounds like the actual. No, he really sounds like
Cocktaila. Snowman Golden for all my Russian people out there.
Okay. Anyways, that was our tour that we did in 2022. How fun. That was so awesome. There was actually a proposal on the tour in front of, was it in Abydos?
We were at the Temple of Seti in Abydos, correct?
Yeah. So that was really, really nice. I think we have a tiny bit of lag. Do we?
A little bit of lag. Are we lagging, guys? Are we lagging or are we on time?
Are we good?
Let's see in the chat. Let us know if we're lagging or if we're on time in the chat.
Yes.
If we're good, or do we need to reset our camera real quick?
Yeah, let us know. But yeah, I mean, that tour was freaking amazing. Yeah. It was amazing. That was our first big tour. No lag. Okay, we're good. That was our first big tour that we did in 2022. And today we actually have two people from the tour that we did last year in 2023, our 10-day tour, because we did a 10-day and then we did a 4-day.
Yeah.
So they were on our 10-day tour last year, and I love them. Everybody that comes on tour with us, they just add a different element of something. It's like a cohesive, beautiful family with so many different personalities, but everyone gets along.
It just blends and goes together so well. Everyone is from a different place, a different genre, a different race, a different everything, but then we all just come together as one big family.
Yes.
And we have no issues and no problems.
Never. And that's what's so cool about our tours. Yeah. Everyone really, really gets
I was talking about yesterday when I went live yesterday for an hour or so on YouTube, that the people that follow our accounts and that subscribe and come on these tours, in my opinion, are some of the greatest people in the world.
Yeah.
Because we hear the nightmare stories from other people's tours.
Yeah. Oh, we do.
We hear it from the people that give the tours. We hear it from the guides.
Yeah.
We hear it from everybody. And when we have our tours, and we've done quite a few now, everything is peaceful. Everything is tranquil. Everyone loves one another. Everyone gets along. And so I just say that we have the greatest people in the world that come on our tours.
I really think that.
Yeah. I mean, really one of the most impressive and greatest guides in the history of Egypt said, we literally have the best group that he's ever done.
Ever had.
Ever.
And how many years? 11 or 16? Is it 16?
16 years.
Yeah.
The best group ever
had.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's cool.
We have incredible people. The people that are really following us and subscribing to us, that's why we call them leaders. Whenever I make that post to show us how many new followers I have, I always say at the bottom, it says leaders.
Yeah.
Because we're creating leaders, and a leader has a different kind of mindset.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the trolls and the haters. They're just there because they love us to death and they're our super fans. But I'm talking about the people that are learning from us, which is the bulk of the people. We're creating leaders out here.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal to see.
Yeah, it's great. And no drama. Everyone is just super intrigued and ready to learn and listen, and seekers. Yeah. It's really who we have that come on our tours, the seekers for the knowledge and people that really care about just the real history of what's going on. And I mean, it works. It works. So without further ado, should we bring them up?
Yeah, bring them up. Let's go.
All right. So we have Herman and Lindsay, you guys. So we are so happy to welcome both.
Hey, everybody. So good to see you.
So good to see you guys. What's happening? Thank you. Yes. When we were here the last time, we were only engaged. Now we're married.
Yes. Big congrats.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Year. It's been a very busy, but very good year. Yeah. So thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. True. So much. So the tour that we went on, they were together, right? On the same tour.
That's
yes.
I thought my son Herman. Yeah.
When we create these tours, everyone from that specific year tour is put into a group, a WhatsApp group together.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your experience in that family group?
Yeah.
Do you want? Okay, thanks, Herman. It's amazing. Like from the jump, I was really nervous because these are all people I don't know, but it was so natural and organic. Like just getting to know people within the group. I even FaceTimed Gary from Australia before we went. And it was great because we still are interacting almost on a daily basis, sharing, videos, love, just sending positive energy to each other. We really, when you guys said, forbidden family, it really is a forbidden family. Like we went there, a lot of us not knowing anybody, and then came out just like filled with so much happiness and love for each other. It's incredible.
I couldn't have said it even better. Thank you, Leslie. It was just awesome. Again, got to meet a lot of like-minded people. And we was all from different race, countries, and awesome, Met some very beautiful people, had a very awesome time. And we stay in touch, and usually on Sundays we'll say, hello, happy Sunday.
Yeah.
But, oh my gosh, I should send in the group right now this link so they can come join us.
Yeah.
Drop it in the group real quick.
Send it right quick so they can come see you guys.
And I know sometimes people have a little bit of maybe of a doubt as to whether it really is a forbidden tour of Egypt, or can they just go out with any old person and just go see things out there. I'll start with you, Herman. Based on what you experienced with us on that forbidden tour, would you say that it seemed to be a little bit more exclusive than just a regular commercialized visit to Egypt?
Yes, I would. I would say it was really, from the very beginning, we got to see the Sphinx, a private tour. It was amazing. I was just blown away. And you got to touch it and just be right in the presence of that. And yes, I would say I haven't been on any other tours, so I don't know how I can compare it to that, but it was awesome. So
nice. Yeah. And Lindsay?
Yeah, I can add on to that. So, I did know that just from the description that we had like specific access. So, but you enjoyed it at the time, but really couldn't, see what it actually was until we took a bus later, and there was a rope where other people couldn't even get close to where we were. So I was looking at the bus, I was like, oh, damn, like we actually like had real forbidden access, because these other people, they got to wait way back, and we were like right in it, in the Sphinx paw, watch the sunrise. That was amazing. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the alien or the UFO that we saw? Yeah. Remember that? We saw a spaceship.
Yeah.
We did.
Billy, did you look into that? Was that?
Oh, I did. I took the video footage. Luckily, that doctor who was with us, his video footage is really, really good, as you saw.
Right.
Usually you can't see anything. It's like, what is that? But it was analyzed.
Wow.
And it's real. It's there. And it's not a bug. It's not an insect. It's something that literally moves around and then shoots off into the upper atmosphere. So it's going to be in my new TV series when my Interknocking TV series. We're going to have that video added to the TV series.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing that.
Yeah. So we got to see a real UFO watching the sunrise, sitting at the Sphinx's paws in Egypt. What more can you ask for?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And we did get a long experience in the Great Pyramid. How do you guys feel about leaving after that big experience?
Okay, so I haven't forgot this experience. I'm still processing all that energy now. So after I came out of the box, I started meditating, and Billy, you guys came into the King's Chamber, and you came up to me all wide-eyed and very excited. We're in the King's Chamber. We're in the King's Chamber. And I'm like blown away, because I'm like, what? And I'm standing there listening to you, not responding at all. And then all of a sudden you went into professor mode, teaching. Well, you see that box right there? You see over here in the corner? So I'm like, yeah, Billy, yeah. And then, I said, it was classic you. So it's awesome. Yeah, I loved it.
Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lindsay?
Yeah, so I actually talk a lot. I was talking to my friend today. She was tattooing me, and she was asking about my trip because I haven't seen her. And I always say that end at the Great Pyramid was just crazy, where Muhammad said, you can't bring in your cell phones. You have to think of, positive things like what you kind of want to manifest, as opposed to saying, I want to be successful, because that could bring other stuff in. Say, I want to be positive. I want to, let go of certain things. For me, I'm very claustrophobic. So I was nervous, but going up was fine. But we did that crazy meditation in the King's Chamber.
Yes.
And I have a squirrel brain, like I'm very all over the place. So it's hard for me to meditate. But we all got in sync, and it was like I'm getting chills now. It was like the craziest thing I've experienced in terms of that. Like we all just were synced into one, and we had about 15-ish minutes of all of us kind of just humming, and I fell into it, and I was like, okay, let me get rid of fear, let me get rid of anxiety and all these things. So when we went down to go to the Queen's Chamber, that's where that was like tunnel that was like so small, and I was with T, and I know T Tandalin did her live a while ago, and she's a beautiful soul. I've talked to her on FaceTime as well recently. But she's like, oh, hell no, I'm not going in there. And I was like, I'm like, you're tougher than me. If you're not going, what am I going to do? But I actually channeled in. I was like, you know what? I got rid of fear. Let's go. And I just like count to 100 and go. And it was amazing. Like I overcame fears. Like I literally came out of that, like feeling like a whole different person. Just shedded of a lot of things. And even since then, like I've been changing and growing and evolving at a more rapid speed, I would say. It could be because I'm in my 40s now. I don't know. But I think it has to do with that. Definitely. It was such an incredible experience. And all the people, to your point, like, there's no wonder why you have the best tours, because it's what you're putting out and we're receiving. So you guys are wonderful. You already know I'm super fans. Yes.
Like I said, I'm still processing a lot of it now. I have my daily meditation, and I literally, imagine the pyramid,
nice,
over my head, and I can literally feel that whole vibration, for a moment. It's awesome. I think I'm more creative. Because when I look back, it was just so much creative things going on, and I was like, wow. Like everything was documented, every aspect of their lives, and I just couldn't believe it. It was like, wow. I mean, I'm still, and awestruck about it. It'll
definitely open you up.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys, was there anybody else on the Giza Plateau when we went to the Great Pyramid, though?
No, we had private access. It was just us at night.
Just us.
There was just us, and it was incredible. I couldn't have imagined it with other people. So that, again, was another advantage to the tour, because I couldn't imagine it with a bunch of people. That would be horrible, because we were so connected and so together in what we were doing that it just made all the difference that there was no other public around, like none. So it was incredible.
I agree. I loved it. That was one of the best parts about it, is that we had it all inclusive to ourselves, so it was awesome. Hotel room, food, saboteur, awesome. and I'm like you, Billy. At one point in my life, I was like, food is overrated. But I mean, I had a choice of different food to eat there. I loved it, and gonna do it again. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. This year coming up, we have 9 private visits on this next tour. It's a 12-day tour. We added an additional day, a day and a half, really 2 days. 2 days, So it's 7 days on the Nile cruise to reduce the amount of stress on the body from being in the buses in the desert too much. So we're going to take the cruise all the way down the Nile up to Dendera instead of riding 4.5 hours to Dendera. And then we would only have to drive about an hour and a half to get to Abydos and go to the Temple of Seti and go to that Temple of Osiris in the back, and then come back down on the ship and stop along the way. So and then so this time it's just, every time you do something, you get a little bit better and better because you learn where to tweak it,
Right.
And I'll be doing 7 lectures on those 7 days. So I'll be speaking. I know I spoke once with you guys, but I'll do 7. We were only on the cruise for 3 days, but I'll be on for 7. So all 7 days I'll do a 1-hour lecture all 7 days.
Right. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
The cruise was awesome. One day I missed the bus one day, but I went out on I wonder why.
We had too much fun at night, Herman.
Yes, we did.
All the dancing, all the,
I went out on the deck. And it just hit me. I'm on the Nile.
Yeah.
I'm on the Nile.
Yeah.
This was moment. It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was okay. I missed that, and I just sat there and just enjoyed it and watched the people, local people, come down to the Nile and grab some water, whatever. It's just awesome.
Right. Speaking of the Nile, when we sail off onto the Nile and we get into that area where you can see a lot of the wilderness and the animals, how does that make talk about the serenity and that peace?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the continent of Africa is incredible. You just get that. Yeah, as you said, it's serene, peaceful. It's just the air is different, right? Like you can't even put words into how you feel. And to your point, it's a very surreal experience. Like when I came back, I had to be like, what just happened? It was a whirlwind, an incredible whirlwind. You just feel so connected. That was also the people that we were with, but the scenery itself as well. And it was really cool when we went, and then the guys were on the boats when we were on the little boats, and they were just like kind of hanging on, but we were dancing, we were listening to music. It was so beautiful. I love that.
I also enjoyed when we got to that, what was that island? I think, was it an island that we went to?
Elephantine Island?
Yes.
That might have been it. And
Elephantine Island, yeah.
Okay, and the little kids were singing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it Macarena?
They sang
they
everything.
Were singing. I don't remember, but they were singing.
They were singing everything, and I was like, wow. I mean, they were true entertainers. But that was just the people and being around the people was awesome. I mean, considering the poverty that's there, it's very uplifting, very lovely people. One experience I had was with this little bitty girl at the market, and she was trying to sell me something. And I didn't want to buy anything else. I just gave her some money, and she gave me this look, and it was like, wow. And she kissed the dollar. And the first thing I was like, no, don't kiss that dollar. but I'm just saying, but it was her eyes and her joy, of that. And that just, I still remember that to this day. And it just warmed my heart, It's like, wow.
Right.
So
exactly.
I had that good experience. The people was awesome. I talked to a few of them, when they could, and if they spoke English, but
Yeah. Amazing. It was just an amazing trip. And, that Elephantine Island, that was my first time going there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is cool because each time we go back, there's always something different. There's always something new to see. So it's never old for us.
Yeah.
It's never old. Every time it's something different.
Yeah. So. And what's interesting about Elephantine Island, for those who are listening, that's where the Ark of the Covenant is located.
Yeah.
The famed Ark of the Covenant from the Bible. And we went down into an underground crypt underneath the temple there. And we actually were able to touch the pedestal that the Ark of the Covenant used to sit on in that particular location. Now they've moved it to another location on the same island. And for 25 years, German researchers have been digging 7 days a week trying to find it.
Hasn't been 60 years?
60 years?
60 years.
I thought it was 25.
Oh,
maybe it's 60. I thought it was 25.
Every day, though.
I think it was 25 years. But they've been digging every day trying to find that thing. They're still there right now digging even today.
Every single day.
They were on the island when we were there. They were there.
Yeah.
But the reason why they can't find it is because the energy signature of the Ark is being muted by the types of stones that they've built, that they've put underground. So they put it in an area underground, like the one we went down into, that actually repels electronics equipment that can sense the energy signature. And that's why they're having trouble. They're just digging holes everywhere trying to find this thing.
That's incredible. And I remember you saying that the energy there in that area is so crazy. Like people even remain living close to it because the energy is so palpable. And I know we didn't go to another site because I was trying to explain to my friend about it, that the different, it was either granite or the mix of certain stones, it will create like a negative kind of feeling. So I know we didn't go to a place because of that. But that was incredible, where it looked like it was a massive explosion. And what I was impressed by, everywhere were the stargates, because I'm fascinated with, like,
I love the stargates.
Yeah, awesome. The stargates. I was, and the Wi-Fi symbol. Yeah, I was really blown away. And then I remember, I don't know if it was Glenda. Someone asked me, they're like, "Oh, why are those guys holding hands? You know, with the hieroglyphs?" And then you're saying they're cloning, and so the hieroglyphs blew me away as well. Sorry to go off topic with the elephant.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, the whole story of cloning, people think I'm just coming up the stuff off my dome. It's etched into the walls of the Temple of Karnak, which is where you saw the cloning story, how they were cloning people. Yeah.
It's incredible.
So I work in a power plant. I'm a control operator, and I didn't know about the pyramids. So it was extremely fascinating to me to get there and find out that one of the uses was a power plant.
Right.
You know, and I was like, wow. And even when I got back to talk to some coworkers and I was telling them about it, we never was told that. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, and then how Muhammad, how he had, you know, just told us about it and about the stone and what they was made of. And I was like, wow, that was just blew me away.
Yeah, it's real engineering. It's real high-tech engineering. It's not just a pile of rocks.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a little computer.
You get actual history. You get the real history that you're not taught about in school. You know, in school you're taught that, you know, people just carry the blocks up to
right.
No, and then chicken bones, they built it with chicken bones and copper tools. Yeah, that didn't happen. And when you get there, you get to see for yourself the magnificence of everything there. It's like you have to know at that point that there has been technology, there has been these things before. And then you learn the actual history because you have Billy, you have Muhammad. I mean, people that actually teach you what's real, they're guiding the tour. Yeah. So it's, I mean, life-changing. It is. It changes our lives.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, every time. Every time we go.
It is incredibly. Can I add to that? So my friend who came with me, well, he lives in BC. I'm in Ontario in Canada. Shout out Canadians. Hello. Shameless plug. So he actually graduated university with a chem degree, and his minor was pharmacology. Very, very science mind, very linear. Didn't ever believe in extraterrestrial life. And I remember we were there, Liz. Remember when he was like, he saw the magnificence of all of these huge megalithic structures. And he said, I can't deny this. I didn't even know he didn't believe, but, you know, just never came up. But he said, I didn't believe until this trip. And I said, wow, that's incredible, because it just, you're blown away. There's no way seeing how gigantic, because pictures don't do justice. You have to see in person.
Right.
You have to see.
I don't remember. He said that. I was there when he said, I'm a believer now. I'm a believer now. He said, I never believed this stuff before, but now that I'm here, I'm a believer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You converted him.
You know, the ancients converted him because it's hard to deny. Do you remember when we took you guys to see the blocks of granite that had been blown apart that had tool marks on them?
Yes.
All the drill marks and the tool marks, undeniable tool marks.
Yeah.
What do you say to that? Where's that tool now? We don't have a tool that can make that exact marking and that precise cut in that type of stone. We don't have that today. So again, the evidence is all out there laying on the ground. Mainstream just decides to ignore it.
Yeah.
You know?
Why?
Yeah.
Why do they do
intentionally?
That?
It's intentional. We know that. That's a whole other conversation.
It's intentional.
That's a whole other podcast for
a whole
right, that
is. Well, the truth about what's really happened, at the fact that we are not the most advanced civilization that has ever existed, it ruins everything for them. For them, meaning the people at the top that make money on technology that's dripped and drapped down to us little by little, and oil, and and all these technologies that are out of date. It's all about control, domination, keeping us completely focused in one direction, not to look into the past. If we see too far into the past and begin to realize what happened, we'll correct our mistakes and we'll head into a much better future, one that we organize and control, not the one that they organize and control.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break right now, and we're gonna show you guys a clip of actually the tour that you guys were on. So
okay,
that's not you have to go for one on your page, because that one has the wrong song on it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Have you guys seen it? This too, guys. Make sure you we're actually we're giving away a scholarship.
Yeah, we're giving away one scholarship. One person, if they text hashtag Egypt to 245. I'm sorry, hashtag Egypt to 954 area code 2450086. We're going to give away a scholarship to one person for Egypt. We're also going to open it up internationally as well. Right now, international people can't text that number, but we're going to open up internationally very, very shortly. So you'll be able to text from anywhere in the world.
Yes. So text hashtag Egypt to 954-245-0086 for your chance to win a spot on our Forbidden Tour of Egypt in October. And we'll be choosing on April 2nd. So make sure you guys get your text message in. And without further ado, check this out.
This is Jimmy Church. Please visit and explore Egypt this October 3rd through the 14th, 2024 with Billy, Elisabeth, myself, and very special guest, Matt LaCroix. It's simple to do. Just go to forbiddenknowledge.com and click on upcoming tours, or click on the link below. We'll see you there.
All right.
Yay!
Yay!
Jimmy!
Yeah, we had such a great time. Man, what an amazing tour. Elisabeth and I stayed in Egypt. We stayed in Egypt pretty much the entire month, because we had to do a tour right after your tour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
That's a long time.
It was a long time. I was like, it was just a really long time to be there.
We did a total of 140 miles of hiking, walking, and climbing over the course of the month. Yeah. Which is all tracked on our Aura rings. Mm-hmm. And
we did all you guys remember the pyramid, all the pyramids, all the climbing, all the hiking.
Yeah, we did it over and over and over again.
Actually, we did it 3 times.
3 times.
I remember you and Billy coming out, and I was looking at you guys, and I'm looking at Billy. You're a little taller than me, and I'm like, yeah, if he can do that, I think I can do it. Then of course, the thing was, Elisabeth, they said you was in there, and you was like, picture.
Yeah.
You was just walking. It was like
she definitely fit in there a lot better than us.
Yeah, I never had to crouch. I don't really have to crouch out there. I just walk straight up.
What we're talking about, for everyone looking, we're talking about walking inside of or climbing down inside of pyramid shafts.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about now. So we're referencing these shafts that are a little bit, maybe sometimes slightly wider than the width of my shoulders, and maybe, 3.5 feet tall. And you got to really get down in there and kind of bear crawl down and bear crawl back up about 65 meters, which is about the length of a football field. Yeah. But when you get down in there, you're going to be in a place inside of a pyramid. Yeah. And you're going to see things that, less than 1/10 of 1% of the world will ever get a chance to even see.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing experience if you can tough it out.
Chelsea, you guys remember? Okay, so look, in the I was duck walking down the pyramid. I didn't touch the walls and I didn't touch the rails. I was just duck walking all the way down the pyramid, all the way up, like running. And I couldn't walk for 3 days. You guys remember? I was walking like crazy. I was crazy. I couldn't walk.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy.
You had to carry me some places.
I had to carry her, pick her up, and take her up staircases and all kinds of stuff. Her leg.
They were done. They were done. Okay, they were done. Oh my God, I've never done anything like that. I literally duck walked. 65 meters down, 65 meters up with no like holding on railings, or I just was like
in about a 65-degree angle.
Yeah,
which is the tough part. So in the shaft, going down at a particular angle. Going down about 100 yards without touching anything, only by not even bending, just crouching down with your legs.
My legs got to work out that time.
Going straight down.
Wow. I was looking at some videos that I took of me walking. I was like, no, I didn't look like that.
It was pretty crazy. Right.
Anyway, so what was your guys' favorite part of the entire tour?
That's so hard because there's so many different elements. Like we had because people asked how was the tour? I said it was amazing. I said by no means was it like you're relaxing on a beach. Like we were up early, going. Yeah, and going. But it was you get so much more out of it. And then so by day which I love because you guys organize everything, so I didn't have to think about that like vacation wise. So you're just going and being educated, which was like amazing. And then at night we would have, good food. And then we would a lot of us would enjoy ourselves. We would hang out.
One or two glasses of wine.
I did lots of wine. I didn't have a lot of sleep, but it didn't matter because you're just on a rush, right? So there was so different elements. What I thought was cool, I'm a huge like Marvel nerd. So I love the movie Apocalypse by X-Men Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. So when we were there, like I think it could have been partially the halls of Amenti, where they were like the pharaohs would like where they showed the tombs where they potentially like transferred consciousness from one to the other. So I didn't really know that was real. So from Apocalypse the movie, I was like, this is real? Like what? They got that from a real thing. So that was really mind-blowing and crazy for me. Literally every place. Like where the Flower of Life, that was really cool.
That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite. Where was that at, guys?
Temple of Osiris.
Osiris.
That's the Osirian in Abydos.
Yeah. Yes. Abydos. Okay. Yeah. The flower of life, and was that the seed next to it?
Yeah. It was atomically etched into the stone pillars.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Oh, yes, incredible, and you can clearly see that temple is not really a temple for worshiping anything. It's a machine.
Yes, yes.
That day or just for our tour, I think they opened up a different section, right? Muhammad was telling us, and that was awesome. You can tell it was very old.
It was open just for us. It's never open.
Right.
Never, ever open. That was open specifically just for us to see. You were standing inside of a power generation, former, compartment of a power generation system is what it was.
Yeah. And it was something about the water, right? That was from the bottom, I guess, or coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because the water was all on the sides there.
Yeah. It was a hydro power generating station utilizing water. Right. They used to flow there in a particular time in the ancient past, and those areas where those gigantic diorite and crystal stone boxes are, they're still emitting radiation even today, higher than background radiation. So
I know you guys can feel it. Could you guys feel it through your body? Every time I go, I can feel it in my body.
It hits your cells.
Yeah.
I felt it in a lot of different places. There's another place too. I'm sorry, I'm so ignorant to it right now, where the huge, where they're sitting. I really love those structures where there was kind of the water behind us. It was a beautiful background. So there's the statues sitting like this, and they were all, I don't know.
Was that the Valley of the Kings?
I think it was.
How many, was it 2?
No, there was like 4.
Yeah, that was Karnak.
Karnak.
Karnak. Sorry, I get confused because there was so much going on. Yeah. Karnak. So that was really impressive. Like just looking at those huge structures was incredible. Yeah, that was, I really like looking at. I love Valley of the Kings too. That was really cool.
Yeah, Valley of the Kings was really
That was really cool too. It was all good.
Yeah, Mohammed did an awesome job.
Yes.
Explaining everything to us, and again taking us through the Stargates, and that was awesome. And showing us what represents a Stargate and explaining it to us. And I was like, oh man, this guy got his book.
I got his book too.
Hey, that's right.
Hey,
thank you, sir.
Yours is on order. I got you.
All right, beautiful.
Cool.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, Muhammad, who is our homegrown Egyptian guide from the old country. His new book is out, Egypt Before the Written History, The Lost Technology of Ancient Egypt, Muhammad Ibrahim. We'll drop the link to this. Make sure you guys get his book. His book is amazing. This is our connection to Egypt right here. This guy right here. This man is super plugged in. He's our super plug.
Yes.
And he really has done a phenomenal job connecting us and getting us into places. The last time we went there, we couldn't get into a private room. We were in the halls of Amenti, and the gentleman that was supposed to be there with the key wasn't there. And he made a phone call, and they gave him approval to smash the lock.
Yeah.
So we broke the lock off.
Wow.
I mean, you go to prison for life. Right? We smashed the lock and opened this door and went into this 1,000-ton diorite radioactive box back there where to fathom even I'm 6'4", and it was taller than me. And then the lid went up about to 12 feet high. So just incredible. People don't get to go back there. The only thing we were told was replace the lock.
Yeah, it was incredible. They actually came to visit us not too long ago, Noha and Muhammad. So that was really
nice.
Cool.
She was so sweet too. She was such a sweetheart. So full of love.
I know. She just adds the touch to the whole tour, I think. I mean, she's like the mother of the tour. Like, she adds the divine feminine love to the tour. Make sure that everything is good. Everybody is good. Everybody's fed. She made sure that everybody's fed.
Yeah.
I like that.
Incredible. Yeah. They came they stayed at our house with us. We had a great time.
Yeah,
that was her first time.
Stayed with, that's so nice.
Yeah. We had a great time. Awesome. Great time. We went down to the Coral Castle in Miami and had a great experience down there, learned some things. Yeah. And we saw the correlation between the building technique at the Coral Castle in Homestead with the Great Pyramid and other pyramids throughout Egypt and other temples throughout Egypt as well. Muhammad and his wife had a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate you guys taking the time out today to come talk to us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When I see that email from Nikki from Forbidden Knowledge, I'm like,
I know. She's like, can you do it? I was like, yep, I'm going to cut my tattoo short. I am coming. Yes. There is no saying no. And I think about what I watched one of your, many videos, Billy, where you were saying there was an experience when you were younger and you had a job opportunity. And your car broke down, there's something that happened with it, and you just didn't make it. And you're like, oh, can we reschedule? And it's like, no, this is an opportunity. You have to, you say yes. That's what you do. Right. So it's like, I'm so appreciative that you guys took the time. I was very nervous now talking to you. I got right back into it because I felt the same energy, but it's so nice talking to you guys and seeing you, Herman. That was a surprise for me.
Awesome.
The Forbidden Family.
Yes, the Forbidden Family. So we're gonna do like a reunion at some point soon.
That would be awesome.
We'll definitely do something.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Until next time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. Put Ravine up there. Praise 7.
Awesome. Cool. Wait. Oh yeah, praise 7. Thank you for the donations. Guys. Appreciate it so much. Yes. Awesome. Well, that was such a good episode. It was so good to catch up with those two. And it just brings like happiness to my heart because we get to stay in touch with these people. And you don't really meet the same type of people everywhere you go. I mean, it's literally, you're like the black sheep wherever you go, right? Because I mean, the collective right now is tipped over this way. So when you meet somebody, it's like, oh, yay.
Right.
They're like soul family.
That's why we become families, because now you're around people that you can talk to and they won't think you're crazy.
Yes. Exactly.
You can talk to them literally about anything, and you have somebody that's going to give you an ear, somebody that's going to pay attention and give you some input back. And, you know, when you go back to your normal life, you have to keep quiet because there's nobody to talk to.
Exactly. So you guys got to join us. We'll be in Egypt again, October 3rd through the 14th this time, a 12-day tour, 7 days on the Nile. And I'm going to drop the link one more time before we get out of here. And then Billy is going live in 15 minutes. So...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going live about the Wars of the Gods.
Yes.
The Wars of the Gods in about 15 minutes. I'll be right back on here.
Yes.
Talking again. So I'll be back soon. All right.
Yes. All right, guys. Until next time. Thank you, Princess Yoda, for the donation.
Thank you, Princess Yoda.
Appreciate you. And Billy will be back in 15 minutes, guys. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.